Mute. Okay. Streaming.
Streaming, ready?
Streaming, yes, Mayor.
What do I hit?
To the right, push to the right.
That?
And it should be- Yes. Perfect.
Ready? With
Yes.
Jean not here, I'm a little nervous. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Borough of Ramsey Mayor and Council meeting. It's our regular meeting, Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. This meeting is also being conducted telephonically. The dial-in number is 425-436-6365 with the access code 213563. The meeting may also be viewed on the Ramsey YouTube channel. May I please have roll call?
Mayor Dillon,
Here.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Here.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Here.
Councilman Kilman,
Here.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Here.
Councilman Weber,
Here.
Councilwoman Woods is not here.
Thank you. Flag salute. We'll have Councilman Weber please lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of all citizens to have advance notice of and to attend all meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting the public is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, notice of this meeting of the Mayor and Council was published in the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News on Friday, January 15th, 2022. Do we have approval of minutes?
We do, Madam Mayor. I move that the meeting minutes from the executive session of August 31st, 2022, and the regular session on November 28th, 2022 be approved.
Thank you. Second?
Madam Mayor, this is Councilwoman Cusick, and I second Councilman Weber's recommendation.
Thank you. Do we have any changes or comments on the minutes? Not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick.
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilman Weber.
Yes.
Thank you. Communications, please.
Yes, Madam Mayor. I move that the communications listed on tonight's agenda be received and filed.
I would like to second that the communications be received and filed.
Thank you. Any comments on the communications? Not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilman Weber.
Yes.
Thank you. Now we'll move to public comment. Anyone wishing to address the governing body, please give your name, spelling the last name and address. Please speak in an audible tone and address your comments to the chair. There will be a 5-minute time limit per speaker unless reduced because of the volume of business on the agenda. Please note public comment is your time. Out of respect and fairness to all present, there will be no interruptions or questions answered during your time. No time shall be ceded to anyone else, and no time shall be saved for later use. Any responses may be given during the governing body's comments later in the meeting or as directed by the chair. The Borough Clerk is the official timekeeper. Is there anyone from the public here for public comment? Now is the time for public comment. Okay. Nobody in chamber, in council chambers for public comment? Is there anyone on the line for public comment? Second call for public comment. Third and final call for public comment. All right, not hearing anyone, I will close public comment. We don't have any advertised public hearings for final consideration of ordinances this evening. For appointments, I make the following appointments. Ryan Hurrigan to the Ramsey Fire Department, Ruben Gonzalez, probationary police officer, Ramsey Police Department, and Zachary O'Connor, probationary police officer, Ramsey Police Department. And Ryan, after the consent resolutions are done, I'll swear you in, okay? Can we move on to consent, please?
Be it resolved that resolutions 224, 2022 through and including 236, 2022, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Ramsey be and are hereby passed and approved. There are no special licenses or block party requests this evening.
Do we have a second?
Second?
Thank you.
See, I would have forgotten 35 and 36.
Any comments on the resolutions?
I gotta look.
Not hearing any?
I don't
Can
look to the page.
can I have roll call, please?
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Keenan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilman Weber.
Yes.
Meredith, do we have an oath?
No, there's.
Thank you, Council President.
You're standing anyway. People don't normally show up at the meeting this morning.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
We appreciate it. We really do.
So happy.
Nice to have people.
Should have joined last week. We had a great fire department party on Friday night. Oh, we're, there you go.
That was a good party. It was very nice, very, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, so she'll be right up with it. Of course. Thank you so much. Come on up. Would you like to come up, Chip? You want to do something with your camera?
Thank you. Thank you, George.
Okay, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
Ryan Hargan,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I'll bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I'll faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department
Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Now you have paperwork here. Do you have a pen?
I do,
We have pins up here, Mayor.
Do you have extras?
Yeah.
Here, here we go. So you can just put it there.
For some reason, the feel was smoother than the air. I don't know why.
Bumpus pad.
Okey doke. Committee and liaison reports. Finance Administration, Councilman Michael Gutwetter.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good evening. First off, I would like to offer congratulations to Ryan Hergen on his appointment to the Ramsey Fire Department, and to Ruben Gonzalez and Zachary O'Connor as their appointments as probationary police officers with the Ramsey Police Department. For my committee reports, the Library Board met this past Monday evening. Some recent highlights, as noted by Director Latham, include a fall book buzz event with major streaming, with a majority of the streaming event live. Family Game Night, a program on understanding Alzheimer's and dementia. The library has met several times with the Ramsey Historical Society local to partner together to display historical materials and host local historical lectures at the library. Some upcoming events in the new year will be the Lunar New Year celebration on January 28th and Winterfest on February 11th, and more information to follow on those events. The library is working on its budget for 2023, as well as a strategic plan, which will be a 4-year plan, and more on this down the road. For the Rec Commission, the winter sports is moving along with wrestling and basketball. They're in progress, and spring sports will follow in the new year. The Pool Commission, I have nothing to report till next year, and I want to wish everyone a happy and safe holiday season. I'd just like to conclude my report tonight on some thoughts on Councilman Harry Weber. When I first was elected as a councilman 5 years ago, I was immediately greeted by dedicated councilmen and women. Joe Verdoni, Ken Tiberzi, Vanessa Jaxell, Bill Jones, all had their passions and interests to keep Ramsey a wonderful town to live, work, and raise your family. While this was going on, one other councilman was going about his business in areas that far exceeded all the others, as this gentleman's interests were not only in public safety, but in the well-being and love for a community here in Ramsey with developmentally challenged children and adults, and his love and passion and dedication to enrich their lives throughout the various programs, sports, and holidays and celebrations that he was a big part of, and it certainly is inspirational. This is who Harry Weber is and how he will be remembered by this councilman. Harry, thank you for all you have done, and I'm sure you will continue to do this for the community in Ramsey. Thank you for your 12 years as a councilman and all your exemplary service to your community. It was a pleasure to sit side by side for these past few years, and I will miss your wit and wisdom. All of us should aspire to be like Councilman Weber. Thank you.
Very nice. Public Safety, Councilman Kilman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to also offer my congratulations to Mr. Horrigan, Mr. Gonzalez, and Mr. O'Connor on their appointments, and thank them for their service. The Board of Health met last week. They always have a lot of interesting facts. I'm not going to go over all the statistics, but if anyone ever wanted to call in and listen to that meeting, which is still done telephonically, I highly recommend it. Be very interested to hear what's going on or what they're collecting or what kind of issues are happening in town regarding our health department. I'm not going to pretend that I didn't write something down for Councilman Weber, because I did. I wanted to make sure in my brief comments that I didn't miss a trick. And Harry, it's been my distinct honor to serve with you as councilman over the past 7 years. You have served as Ramsey's councilman for 12 years, and now made a choice not to sit still, but to continue to serve the community in other capacities. Although I will truly miss you up here, I take comfort in the fact that you won't be far away. You are a good man and a loyal friend, and I don't say that lightly. Whenever others need a helping hand, you are there. Harry, you are a man of service, of faith, a family man who genuinely loves people and who is generous with your time. You always see the positive in things. I know no matter what issue there might be, if I needed help, you would respond without hesitation. And frankly, those sentiments are not just my own. Your caring nature is evidenced by the number of activities and memberships you participate in that give to those who need it. The fact is, in a small town, service and success aren't measured in grand, giant strokes. It takes committed people such as you, whose hard work, participation, and empathy for others continually make a difference. I am sure that our paths will continue to cross. All the best to you, my friend. I hope you fare well in whatever lies ahead. Thanks.
Lovely. Anyone for Building, Planning, and Zoning, Councilwoman Woods?
This is Councilwoman Cusick, and I have a councilwoman's report tonight for Building, Planning, and Zoning. So she would like to congratulate the following people on their appointments in service to Ramsey. Brian J. Horrigan, Ramsey Fire Department. Ruben Gonzalez, Probationary Police Officer, Ramsey Police Department. And Zachary O'Connor, Probationary Police Officer, Ramsey Police Department. She reports that the seniors held their holiday party on Tuesday, December 6th. It was held at the Ramsey Golf and Country Club and was very well attended with close to 100 people. The Zoning Board of Adjustment will hold their meeting on Wednesday, December 21st. And lastly, Councilwoman Woods would like to thank Councilman Harry Weber for his long service to Ramsey. Jane says, he has been a tremendous mentor to me as my first running mate. The example he has set for service to this town is one I hope to emulate. I will miss his beautiful reports so eloquently said. I know Harry will never stop giving to our community, and I'm sure we will see him continue to be involved with Rife and his many other favorite organizations. The Knights of Columbus is lucky to have him as their leader. Jane says, Harry, wishing you a well-deserved break, but I know that you will always be here for us if we need your guidance and support. Enjoy some time off. And lastly, I wish my fellow councilmen and women, the mayor, Borough Administrator Vose, Councilor Scandariato, Borough Clerk Bendian, and all of the borough staff a happy and healthy holiday season. Looking forward to a productive 2023. Cheers.
Thank you. Very nice. Okay. Now, utilities, buildings, and grounds.
This is Councilwoman Cusick, and I want to also congratulate Ryan Horrigan for Ramsey Fire Department, Ruben Gonzalez, Ramsey PD, and Zachary O'Connor, Ramsey PD, for their appointments. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Congratulations, this is hot off the press, to Jackie Garrett and Roger Naus, who will be receiving Hometown Hero Awards this coming Friday, the 16th of December, from Congressman Gottheimer. Jackie and Roger have made outstanding contributions to the borough by volunteering, serving, and working to help others. So, what does one say about an individual who does so much and will continue to do so much for our community? Harry Weber. Councilman Harry Weber. You have a great sense of humor, and you serve our community in so many ways. It's so incredibly impressive. I am grateful to have served with you on this council. So what do I say? I say, see you in town, my friend. My report tonight is going to present an update regarding our planning board, our Shade Tree Commission, and our Board of Public Works. So the planning board met on December 6th. During this meeting, there were 4 waiver applications, and they were all approved. And there was 1 public hearing for soil movement, also approved. The 2023 schedule for our planning board is out, and the regular meetings, they were approved, and they're available for reference. The next meeting will be on the 17th of January, 2023. The Shade Tree Commission, that commission last met on the 17th of November, and the December meeting has been canceled. Please note that there's information on our borough's website regarding our Shade Tree Commission. Regarding the Ramsey Board of Public Works, the next meeting is on Monday, December 19th at 6:30 p.m. I have 3 topics to cover for tonight. The first is leaf collection. Our 2022 leaf collection continues. We've received feedback regarding leaf removal, and I've talked with our management, who are responsible for collection and pickup. They are working incredibly hard. My fellow friends and Ramsey citizens, please consider the following. For any project, there are 3 elements: scope, resources, and timeline. Our scope is the amount of leaves that fall in our town. And those are the things that need to be picked up. This has not changed, give or take a couple of trees. What has changed is the team's ability to get resources, boots on the ground, people to perform the physical work. And we need people to do that work. In our case, without people to run the equipment, we have to extend our timeline of leaf removal. The team continues to work, even Sundays, and I was impressed by the level of commitment with our Assistant Superintendents of Water and Sewer and Street Division, Mike Scrupo and Tommy Lanning, both rolling up their sleeves and working to address our labor shortage issues. The online brochure is being continually updated with the schedule, and if you feel that you need the leaves to be removed immediately, you may take them to the Ramsey Recycling Center located in the rear of the Ramsey Main Street commuter lot. Second, for Bureau of Public Works, the lead service line replacement. The Board of Public Works continues planning regarding NJDEP's lead service line replacement legislation. This is a 10-year project with many considerations, including paving schedules, both county and the borough, costs, and other projects in the borough. And finally, the Main Street improvements. I've gotten some questions regarding the ongoing work in our Main Street and downtown area. These are wonderful and necessary improvements, and they were funded in part by grants. So why now? Why now? Well, we were constrained by the schedule of the contractors, as there are only certain contractors that are permitted to perform grant work projects. This, along with supply chain considerations for materials for the work being performed, makes it happen now. I'm excited about these improvements, and I hope everyone in the town is as well. They're lovely. And I hope that during this wonderful season, these beautification and improvement gifts are welcomed. To those listening to our meeting tonight, and those who may listen at a later time, and to those in our council chamber, thank you for being here. And my friends here on the dais, I wish you all, with any celebration that you have, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and the New Year, I wish it filled with blessings and happiness. Thank you very much, Mayor Dillon.
Thank you. Well done. Public and Governmental Relations, Councilwoman Poppy.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to start with the Ramsey Municipal Alliance, who met on December 12th in council chambers. We reviewed the presentation that was held on December 7th at the high school. We had 34 people in attendance to hear Stephen and Kevin Hill, their moving presentation about drug addiction and recovery, how it impacted their family, and how they got where they are today. It was very inspiring. We had a lot of feedback after and during with the surveys. And Stephen Hill also went into the schools and met with some of the students as a part of his presentation. We were very lucky to have him as a part of the Alliance. Planning is ongoing for the comedy show being held in February 3rd, I believe, at 7:30 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus. They're looking for sponsorship and sorting out the details. Registration will open the beginning of January. I would like to congratulate our appointments, Ryan Horgan, Ruben Gonzalez, and Zachary O'Connor, to their respective positions. And Harry.
Sounds ominous.
So Harry's been on council since 2010, so that's quite some time. And he joined the organization that really catapulted me into where I am today, the Municipal Alliance, in 2012. He's someone who believes that, in his own words, volunteers are vital to building the best communities. But I think he forgets himself. He's also a volunteer. He is someone who rolls up his sleeves. He's not just a liaison to a committee, he is a member, puts on the shirt, signs up for the shifts. He's at all of the events. The way his face lights up at a Rife event is just spectacular. I will forever have burned in my mind him in a blow-up alien costume, my daughter chasing him around the room. everybody was so happy, and it was because the energy that you brought to this population, you just are infectious. You make people want to do more and be better. Just driving up to the Ramsey Response Coat Drive, guess who's there to take the coats out of the car? Harry Weber. He's along with the group, invites me in, shows me all the work they've done, all proud of his the organization he's helping out. So on a personal note, Harry, you've been a mentor and you've been a friend. You've taken countless opportunities to motivate me. You've sat up here and you've said these wonderful things about me to this whole group up here, and really just taken the opportunity to help me grow as a person and give me so much confidence. And I am forever grateful for that. And I'm going to keep you as a friend. And volunteer as well, as much as possible. And hopefully you'll be here receiving your Volunteer of the Year award soon, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
And that concludes my report. Thank you so much.
Very nice, Sarah. Public Health and Social Services, Councilman Weber.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As far as Rife goes, there were no December activities to report. We'll be starting up the basketball season on Saturday, January 7th. The Environmental Commission did not meet in December. As far as Ramsey Response go, we have the Christmas gift delivery scheduled for this coming Saturday morning, so we'll be out delivering the envelopes and gift certificates for Christmas. I'd also like to congratulate our newest firefighter, Ryan Horrigan, and our 2 new police officers, Ruben Gonzalez and Zach O'Connor. The rest is a little bit difficult, but the first thing I would like to say is thank you so much for the kind words. I think the fact that they come from the people up here in this dais mean more to me than anything, because this is probably the group of people that I respect and admire more than any other group that I can think of. I spent a lot of time thinking about what I would say this week, and I had 2 objectives. Keep it shorter than Bill Jones, and try not. It's not a high bar, and try not to forget anybody that you need to thank. I just want to start by saying that serving as a councilman in Ramsey for the past 12 years has been just an incredible and rewarding experience. I've had the privilege of working with 2 fantastic mayors, in Chris Bada and Deirdre Dillon. And I have to tell you, Deirdre, if it wasn't for you being the leader of this team, it would not have been such an enjoyable journey. You've been an incredible leader for the last 8 years of this, and you were a wonderful friend before that. Also served with 11 wonderful council members, starting with Bruce and Deirdre, Bill Jones, Ken Tiberzi, Vanessa Jaxell, and then Joe Verdoni, Peter Kilman, Mike Gutwetter, Jane Woods, Judy Cusick, and Sarah Poppy came in to fill the seats. It was always sad when somebody left the council, but I knew that the people that came and filled those seats afterwards came in, they were just as like-minded individuals that truly put Ramsey first in all the decisions we made, and the team never seemed to lose a beat, as changes were made. And I know Glenn is going to make a great addition to the team. As I've been telling everybody, you're getting a certain upgrade with Glenn coming on to join the council team. I do have to acknowledge Glenn. Glenn is the person that really introduced me to the Challenger world, and has been a passion of mine and my family's ever since. We all enjoy the social events. Angela and I, before she went away to college, we just loved being at the sporting events. And then Mayor, you really formalized that into the Rife Committee and really expanded the scope of that, and it grew up from there. So that is just been a wonderful experience, and it is something I intend to stay very involved with for a long time.
Good.
I'm looking forward to the new year, officially being sworn on as a member, having my wife Donna being sworn in as a member, and continuing our journey. I want to say thank you to Bruce, to Meredith, to Peter, Sherry, Kelly, Denise, and the entire team here at Borough Hall and DPW, and really all around town. The team of people that we have here is just spectacular. Can always count on you for your guidance and support. I really didn't want to single anybody out, but Bruce, I have no choice. I started this journey with you probably 13, 14 years ago. It was during those travel seasons of softball, sitting on our buckets by home plate, just talking about all the things that you were involved with. You truly were an inspiration to me. And you're pretty much the one I blame when my wife says, "Why are you doing all of this?" Bruce.
I'm used to it.
Is Bruce. But you even after those times, you've been an incredible mentor and a sounding board for anything that I had questions with. I'm very, very thankful for all the people that I've met, on all the dedicated individuals on the various committees, organizations throughout town, as well as all of our emergency services organizations. I never would have learned so much or gained so much admiration for all the people that volunteer their time and talents for this town if it wasn't for being in this council position. I'd also like to thank the residents that put their trust in me and allowed me to serve for 4 years. And it really speaks volumes to the team up here, because I know that we really got elected because of what we accomplished as a team, not as individuals. And finally, I do want to thank my wife, Donna, and my daughter, Angela. You know, they understood how much this meant to me, and even though it did take a lot of time away from the family, it allowed me to continue in this role that I really have loved for these past 12 years. There really are so many other thoughts that I have right now, but I just simply want to say thank you to everybody. I wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all the best to everybody in the new year. Thank you.
Very nice. Well, for my remarks, congratulations and thank you to Ryan Horrigan for joining the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department, and a warm welcome to Ruben Gonzalez and Zachary O'Connor for probationary police officers. We're very excited that they joined our department. They have several years of really good police experience from other towns, and we look forward to them bringing it here to us. I want to thank all the borough employees, including, of course, Borough Administrator Rose, Borough Clerk Bandian, Ms. Richards, Mrs. Sylvester, outside council, sorry, Scandariato, I'm looking right at you. Sorry, Borough Council Scandariato, and all the borough employees and the volunteers, the council members, of course, that work so hard during the year to make Ramsey what the wonderful town it is. So thank you very much. Best wishes for very happy and healthy holidays with your families, and safe travels to all who are traveling. Thank you to the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department for organizing Home for the Holidays. It was an absolutely wonderful event. I could not believe how many people were there for the parade. And thank you to Rescue Squad and OEM for providing security and traffic control. And thank you to all the groups that participated. It reminds you why Ramsey is such a great town. We were walking up Main Street waving at everybody, and I was like, oh, this is just like the movie A Christmas Story. That's what it reminded me of. So that great hometown feeling. So thank you to everyone who was involved with that. And of course, thank you to Councilman Weber for your 12 years of service. Your kindness, generosity, optimism, and just sheer joyfulness at everything has been so wonderful and will be so missed. Not that I'm saying you guys aren't that way too. But you know, Harry is just, it just beams. And I think about some of the things you've done, like for Rife, grilling hamburgers when it's 98 degrees out. Doing the work on the Environmental Commission, participating in Ramsey Cleanup Day despite having, you know, really being allergic to poison ivy and putting yourself out there. So I just think of all the wonderful things you've done, and, you know, how hard you worked with public safety to keep all of that going. So you will be very, very missed. It's been great 12 years. I remember talking to you in the driveway of our old house in the club about, so Harry, council, what do you think? Huh, you want to do it? And he said yes. So thank you. You will be truly missed, but I know we will see you at Rife and Challenger events and programs, without a doubt. And thank you for being my friend, and I'm going to miss you calling me boss.
Thank you.
That's all I have. Thank you. Borough Administrator. Thank you. Borough Administrator?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to cover a couple of the resolutions on the agenda tonight.
This is all business.
Resolution 226 was a budget transfer resolution reallocating funding between line items in the 22 budget. This does not have any impact on taxes. It does not increase the overall budget. It's moving from one line item to another where actual expenses may have exceeded what was anticipated at the beginning of the year. Operating expenses in other certain areas will be offset through reductions in those discretionary lines to mitigate this and remain within net neutral budget. Resolution 228 approves entering into a grant agreement with the NJDEP, more specifically under the Stewardship Grant Resiliency Planning Program. This is for having a tree inventory conducted or updated for the borough It's a necessary first step in applying for future grants for work through our Shade Tree Commission, similar to the one we successfully applied for and received a couple of years ago for funding for tree planting. Resolution 229 endorses a block grant application for the borough through the Bergen County Community Development Block Grant Program for HVAC system improvements at Borough Hall in an amount of $50,000. Resolutions 230 and 231, the mayor spoke on this a little bit. These are her two appointments from the new probationary police officers and the council confirming resolution. Both of these officers already have their police training certificate and 2 to 3 years of experience as officers in other municipalities and are transferring to Ramsey. Officer Gonzalez is joining us from Patterson, and Officer O'Connor joining us from Dumont. Resolution 232 authorizes the Borough and the Board of Public Works to enter into an interlocal agreement with the Northwest Bergen County Utility Authority for TV inspection of our sanitary sewer system and other underground systems for drainage and that throughout the borough for the years of 23 and 24. There are no fixed charges we pay under that agreement. It's just an as-use with established unit prices in the agreement. Resolution 233, earlier this year, we passed a resolution approving the dissolution of the Shade Tree Trust account as requested by the state. The resolution was passed at the April 13th meeting. This was prior to our annual borough audit. During the audit review, and interfund transfer adjusted the final audited amount in the Shade Tree Trust, so this resolution will rescind the prior one and dissolve the trust fund based on the final audited balance. Resolutions 234 and 235. Both Ramsey Housing, Inc. and West Bergen Mental Health Care have proposed projects in Ramsey that they are submitting grant applications for through the Bergen County Community Development Block Grant Program. As the host community, the program requires a confirming resolution from Ramsey. Resolution 234 is for Ramsey Housing and Madeline Housing Partners, grant application for construction of 6 units of affordable supportive special needs housing at 13 North Central. And Resolution 235 is for West Bergen Mental Health Care application for a porch renovation at Cherry Lane. And Resolution 236, the resolution sets and confirms 2022 and 23 salaries for non-union employees not covered under any union collective bargaining agreement, as well as some union employees who will have title change and salary changes for 2023. Other than title changes and the corresponding increase, all 2023 salaries are for a 2% annual increase from 2022. Also, the part-time non-union employees detailed in the resolution will also have a 2% increase for 2023. That's all I have on the agenda. I think everyone up here has been very eloquent in their comments about Councilman Weber. He did allude we were friends before we started this, on the softball field, co-coaches. We spent a ton of time together. I could never give as eloquent remarks as you did at the end of the year bucket presentation where you touched on everything, but I think everybody's kind of covered your dedication. You're truly going to be missed. We were council colleagues, now we administrator and council colleagues sitting next to each other, and it's going to be really difficult not to have you up here after 12 years. And I really appreciate everything you do through the community, for the nights, for the special needs. It's been really special, and thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Borough Attorney?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Harry, thank you for everything you've done and you will continue, no doubt, to do for the borough. It's been a privilege and an honor to serve with you the past 12 years. Thank you, my friend.
Very nice. Borough Clerk, Ms. Bendian?
Yes, thank you. Harry, it has been such a pleasure working with you over these past 12 years. You were always the highlight of our day when you would come into the office downstairs for me, Sherry, and Kelly, when you would come in to either pick up your mail or deal with a raffle or sign certificates. And I wish you well in civilian life.
Are you taking away my code? Do I have to go to
We're
the window now like
changing
a
it out tonight.
regular citizen?
Immediately.
Big delta tonight, big change.
Thank
I
you.
think it's done already.
No,
And the secret
got to
handshake,
come in
too.
for signing down.
That's just not coming for sign it out. Okay, we have no introduction of ordinances, no unfinished business, no new business. We're going to adjourn right, to the Sinai Die, which is January 4th, 2023 at 6 PM. And Mr. Councilman Weber, your presence is expected there.
Presence will be there, and I'm looking forward to sitting out in the audience for the regular first meeting of the year.
I'm watching Mr. Popolo up here.
Hopefully, he won't have any nasty faces and say, "What, you tricked me."
All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
There we go. Second. Do I have a second?
Councilwoman Cusick, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, well done.
8:11.
There we go.